You are live.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. Getting set for tip-off of the boys' game, where you got the Farmington Cardinals versus the Harrison Goblins. Lady Cardinals victorious over the Gentry Lady Pioneers. Punch their their ticket to the championship game tomorrow against the Prairie Grove Tigers, hoping that the boys do the same thing against the Harrison Goblins. For Victor Pacheco, Jeff Oxford, I'm Brian Dean, and Jeff, this should be another great matchup.
Hey, anytime you get to beat play the Goblins, it's a great night, Brian Dean. Here you are. You're on your home court regional semifinals. You've lost one game all year. I don't see why we should lose one tonight.
Right. The first game of the matchup in the regular season against the Harrison Goblins ended up going to the Farmington Cardinals, I believe, by 3 or 4 points, Jeff. And the difference between that game and this game is we've got a player back for us by the name of Lane Taylor.
That's right. They have not seen Lane Taylor. We watched Lane Taylor last night, just do whatever he wanted to do. So, yeah.
Getting set for the starting lineup for the Harrison Goblins, be number 0, Timber Crinwell, number 5, Gatlin James, number 10, Logan Pumley, number 12, Caden Quant, and number 14, Abe Glidewell.
Everybody's up there tonight.
So once again for the Harrison Goblins, you got a senior number 0, Timber Crinwelke. Gatlin James is number 5. He's a senior. Logan Plumley is a senior at number 10. Number 12 is the senior, Caden Quant. And senior number 14, Abe Glidewell.
Yeah, and you're right, Brian. Hey, Glidewell, he's the one that lit up Morton last night. I think he had 20, 21 points. So.
Right. Mateo Carbonell, number 0 for Farmington. Number 2, Logan Birch. Number 3, Nathan Monroe. Number 11, Caleb Blakely. Number 33, Lane Taylor. Jeff, I don't know about you, but one thing, learning these names for either team, I always like picking out a name that I like, that I think is like a real nice, like, baseball name type, that you like to call out. And how could you not like the name Gatlin James? Other than the fact that he plays for Harrison.
Oh, real easy. He's wearing the wrong jersey, Friday.
Well, other than that, but you know what I'm getting.
Yeah. Yeah, but I tend to like the dudes that are wearing the white and the red.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
At center court, getting set for the tip-off is Abe Glidewell and Caleb Blakely. Blakely wins the tip over to Monroe, back to Taylor. Now Carbonell over to Monroe. Logan Birch, lob into Blakely. He's up and no good. Offensive rebound by Blakely, and the putback's up and good. And Jeff, hot start for the Cardinals, 2-0 with Blakely on that offensive putback.
Hey, I don't understand why every team we play don't look for that. We start every game off like that.
Yep. Saw it last night. Of course, Blakely flushed that one last night.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yep. Carbonell with a block shot by Glidewell, but Glidewell recovers, puts the basket up and in. 2-2, 7:19 to go in the quarter. Monroe to Taylor. Great atmosphere in here so far, Jeff. Taylor puts the 3 up. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Gatlin James. Both sides have great crowds in it. Basket or shot by number 0, Crinwelke, is no good. Rebound goes to Farmington. Mateo Carbonell with a run out. Finds Monroe. Over to Taylor. Now to Monroe. Defender falls down. Taylor is unable to complete that layup. Offensive rebound by Blakely. 3 from Monroe is no good. Plumlee pulls down a rebound. Run out goes ahead to Glidewell. Spin move. Working against Mateo Carbonell. Basket's up and in. 4-2 Harrison. Taylor looking to answer right back. Pushing the tempo. A little push off. Gets it out to Carbonell. Carbonell goes outside to Burch. His three's no good. Tap back. Goes to Blakely, and they call it backcourt violation.
How's that on the rebound? I don't understand that. Nobody established possession on the rebound.
Right.
That was a tap. They should have been able to track that down.
Yep. Inbounds pass goes to James. Across the timeline and ahead to Quant. Quant goes outside to Quinn Welge. He puts it off the glass up and in. 6-2 Harrison leads it. 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Carbonell spin move. Off the glass up and in.
Good move there by Mateo.
Crenwelge with it over to Glidewell. Glidewell goes inside to Crenwelge. Pass is intercepted by Monroe. Monroe puts in the tempo. Gets it ahead to Taylor. Splits two defenders. 13-foot pull-up jumper is no good. Offensive rebound. Taylor pullback good. 6-6 is scored now, Jeff.
Yeah, Taylor, maybe that'll get him going. You know, he's missed 3 shots already. So one of them was a layup. So good to see him get that one to go.
Harrison with the basketball. Quant's got it. Working against Taylor.
Here comes Harrison on the outside.
Shot around jumper's no good. Rebound Taylor. Taylor puts in the tempo behind his back. Pull up three. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound goes to James. Working against Blakely. To the corner goes Harrison. Back up top to Glidewell. Glidewell outside to Crenwelge. Back to Glidewell. Over to Quant. Now to James. James full of jumpers. No good. Rebound Blakely. Taylor jogs this one across the timeline. Now puts on the gas. Pull-up jumper is off the mark. No good. And out of bounds goes the basketball, and it's going to belong to Farmington. Kason Hilligoss and Blake Schrum coming to the ball game for Harrison. Jeff talking to Coach Taylor earlier. Strum's one that they got to watch coming off the bench for Harrison.
Yeah, he's a little spark plug, so. Cardinals just need to calm down, sort of like the women in the game before. You know, you just got to calm down, run your offense. You're going to be all right.
Taylor's shot was short, but it draws a foul on Gatlin James. It's going to be his first, team's first, and Lane Taylor's at the line shooting 2.
We'll see what happens. Shot is up, and it's good.
Pacheco with the call on Taylor's free throw makes it a 7-6 game.
Shot is up, and it's good.
Second one's good, makes it 8-6. Is Maddox Mahan and Carson Deering check in.
Brian, there you go. Cardinals got their first lead of the night, I believe, right there.
Schrum takes it coast-to-coast. Shot was no good. Rebound, Taylor. Taylor on the run out, directing traffic. Pull up. Pass goes to Mahan. Puts it off the glass, up and in. Makes it a 10-6 ball game with 3:40 to go. And Harrison wants a timeout. And Jeff, what a response what a response from Farmington being down. I think it was 6-2 again, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, look, I've run off 8 straight. And hey, there's been one foul called, you know, in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. It's been a physical game, Brian, which hey, that's fine. It's physical on both ends. I thought there was a time that probably they got away with a block down here, didn't give Lane room to come down. May have been a foul down here on this last shot, but hey, that's the way it should be in the lane. It's big boy basketball. This ain't Pee Wee. Let's let them play.
Right, you're exactly right. Jeff, I don't know if you know this, but when you and I talked about Richard Smith being a referee for the last game, old teammate of mine. Now I got another old teammate of mine right here on the block on the far side, Sparky Hamilton.
I've seen that. Hey, I say we throw him the ball.
Throw it to him deep, right on a post.
I guarantee
you. Harrison gets the ball in to James. What a great football player he was as well. James just inside the free throw line, gives it up to Glidewell. Contested shot from Blakely, but they're going to get Blakely on a foul. Coach Taylor didn't like it, but Jeff, from here I even heard the hand slap.
Oh, right. That's a tough break. That's a tough break.
Glidewell's first shot's no good.
Both teams, hey, one thing about it, both coaches pleading their case with the officials.
Yeah. One of them's going to win out eventually. Lane violation is going to be called on Farmington, so Glidewell is going to be able to redo that last free throw attempt.
Yep. We'll see what happens, Dean. Deering got charged. He got charged with being in the lane too soon, but he got pushed.
Nonetheless, free throw was no good. Deering with a rebound. Taylor with the basketball. Going baseline, hard to the rack. Going to be fouled by Blake Schrum. It's going to be his first, team second. Taylor going to the line for 2 shots.
All right. We'll see what happens, Findy, with the Cardinals. Shot is up.
And it's good!
Mateo Carbonell checking back into the ball game. This time for Caleb Blakely. 3:11 to go in the first quarter. 11-6 Redbirds.
Shot is up. And it's good.
Make it 12-6 after Victor's call on that free throw.
Yep.
Good. Coach Taylor's won them to force them to the right-hand side.
Gatlin James gives it up to Glidewell. Glidewell goes baseline, nothing there. Fans wanted to walk. Cardinals get a pick anyway. Ends up in the hands of Taylor, forcing the tempo. Got numbers off the glass. No good, but it's going to get fouled from behind. Sparky Hamilton comes over to the scores table and says Gatlin James committed the foul with a blow to the head. Second. Personal foul, team's third. Taylor at the line again.
Shot's up, and it's good.
13-6, Redbirds lead it now.
Yep. Shot is up. And it's good.
14-6.
Yep.
Caleb Blakely checks in. And Cren Welge checks in for Goblins.
Yep.
So now you got an 8-point lead, Brian, and Lane's come to the bench to get a break. Pretty critical part of the game right now. Let's see what that point spread is when he comes back.
Right. Plumlee's layup was no good. Blakely on a run out, looking. Goes hard to the rack, gets bumped on the floor, they say. And it's going to be Blake Schrum picking up his second personal foul, team fourth. Inbound pass goes to Carbonell, and Carbonell commits an offensive foul. I think, Jeff, there, it was just a lowering of the shoulder. Harrison wants a timeout with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. 14-6, good guys on top of the Goblins. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Electrical repairs. Call Buzz Electric. I can tell you Buzz Electric has a great team and a ton of experience. Small jobs, plugs, switches, smoke alarms. Simple. Call Buzz Electric. The hard stuff. Power to your barn. 200 or 400 amp upgrade. That's simple. Call Buzz Electric. Family owned and trusted by local families all over NWA. Call Buzz Electric, 267-BUZZ.
Are you looking for a board-certified orthodontist and a family-friendly dentist all in one location? Great smiles start at Farmington Dental and Orthodontics. Located at 181 West Main Street in Farmington, or reached at 479-267-5009. Dr. Trogdon and Dr. Stroop at Farmington Dental and Orthodontics.
3, 2, 1, you're back.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. First quarter, 2:25 left to go. 14-6, Redbirds on top over the Harrison Goblins in the semifinal matchup of the regional tournament. Goblins with the basketball, gets it into Quentin Welke. Working against Blakely. Draws a double team. Over to Strum. Over to Glidewell. Glidewell goes inside, draws a double team, kicks out to Strum. 3-pointers on its way and good. Makes it 14-9 with 2:05 to go in the quarter. Taylor with the basketball now. On the court for the Redbirds, you got Taylor, Mahan, Blakely, Carbonell, and Deary.
Shot, and it's good!
Blakely with a basket. Makes it 16-9.
That was a great play coming out of that timeout.
Yep, and let me tell you guys, it was amazing.
Victor, I agree with you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Jeff Oxford.
Krenwelke with the basketball. Gives it up to Hilligoss. Hilligoss gets it back. Block shot by Blakely.
It's
We're
a
going to
foul.
call a foul on Lane Taylor.
A foul for Harrison. We'll see what happens.
Hilligoss at the line for 2 shots with $1:25 to go.
Shot, it was good.
16-10 after that free throw.
Yep. Shot is up, and it's good.
Second shot being good makes it 16-12. Carbonell with the basketball. Goes inside, spin move. Off the glass, no good. Deering. I thought Deering was the
No,
on the putback.
Mateo will follow up.
Okay. I was blocked by the ref, so 3-point basket by Hilligoss makes it 18-14 with 58 seconds to go in the quarter. Taylor loses control of that basketball, goes out of bounds with 53.3 seconds to go. It's going to be Harrison's basketball. Birch checks in, Monroe checks in, Mahan and Taylor check out. Goblins get it into Krimwelke. Running the court against Birch. Now working against Monroe. Dives inside. Off the glass and in. Krenwelke's basket makes it a 2-point Farmington lead at 18-16 with 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, hey, Harrison's closed this quarter down on a little run.
Monroe with the basketball. Looking for the last shot with 13 ticks to go. Blakely pops out to the wing. Looking, gives it over to Deering, over to Carbonell. Carbonell spin move inside the paint, turn around, and off the glass, up and in, makes it 20-16 at the end of the first quarter, Jeff. Nice move there by Mateo Carbonell to close out the first quarter. So we'll take a quick timeout, 20-16. Good guys, headed into quarter number 2. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
For 75 years, we've been a part of this community, and we've loved every second of it.
Giving back and supporting the next generation through the local school systems, the students, and the athletic programs.
What we do matters, and nothing matters more to us than our community.
Supporting local health and wellness is always a top priority. From supporting local races to enjoying the trail with biking, running, and hiking. And we're always involved. From the Lewis brothers, thank you, Northwest Arkansas, for 75 years.
All right.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. 20-16, start of the second quarter. Harrison's going to have the basketball to start the quarter. On the court for your Redbirds, Caleb Blakely, Logan Birch, Nathan Monroe, Lane Taylor, and Mateo Carbonell. On the court for the Goblins, Crenwelge, number 0, number 3, Blake Schrum. He's got the basketball now. Number 10 is Logan Plumley. Number 14, Abe Glidewell with the basketball. And number 2 is Kason Hilligoss. 3-point shot from Hilligoss is up and in. Makes it 20-19. Farmington on top. Lane Taylor looking to answer. His shot was off the mark, no good. Harrison with a rebound and a run out. Taylor deflects that pass, ends up in the hands of the Goblins. Easy layup for number 10, Logan Plumley. Makes it 21-20, Harrison. Taylor dives inside, goes baseline. Nothing's there. Gives it out to Monroe. Inside to Carbonell. Pulls it back out. Sets up the offense. Taylor with it now. Taylor crossover dribble. Pull up from the free throw line. Rims in and out. No good. 3-point basket from Hilligoss is good. Makes it 24-20. 6:45 to go in the first half.
Brian Harrison's hot right now offensively. We've had a bunch of good looks. Just hadn't been able to get on the ball.
Just like that right there.
Yeah, and another run out.
Yep. Layup by Hilligoss up and in, and Hilligoss has got 8 straight points for Harrison. And Coach Taylor wants the timeout with 6:28 to go in the half. 26-20, Harrison on top of Farmington in quarter number 2. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Cardinal fans, I'm Peter Rock for the Farmington Fire Department. I'd like to talk to you today about fire extinguishers. It's a good idea to keep a fire extinguisher close to the kitchen but away from the stove. One on each floor of the home, also one in the garage. Using a fire extinguisher is very simple. Pull the pin, aim the hose, squeeze the handle, and sweep along the base of the floor. Fire extinguishers need to be serviced every 1 to 6 years, depending on the type of extinguisher. Go Cardinals.
Hi, my name's Jackson, and my family owns Faithful Auto in Farmington, and we love Jesus. Being upfront and honest are part of our core values. You can come see us for your complete auto care. We offer computer diagnostics, brake work, air conditioning service and repair, front end and oil changes. By the way, our computer system uploads your maintenance records to Carfax, so you can take super good care of your car. Have you been in a fender bender? Let us do your collision repair. We're open.
2 on your back.
All right.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. 6:28 to go in the first half. 26-20, Harrison. And during the timeout, Jeff, you and I were talking, and Harrison's on an 8-2 run to start the second quarter.
It's something like that. I mean, they're hitting some shots. We're missing some shots, but Monroe, hadn't even attempted a shot yet. And he's been hot for the last 2 weeks. At some point, we got to let him go.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Inside to Deering, left hand shot's up and good. That's a good move right there. Stop the bleed. Now we got to get a stop right here.
(26-22) with 6 minutes to go in the half. Harrison with the basketball in the hands of Schrum. Gives it up to Crenwelge. Over to Glidewell. Glidewell goes baseline. Nothing was there. Goes outside to Crenwelge again. Hilligoss, the hot hand, goes inside to Glidewell, guarded by Blakely. Blakely pulls down the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Taylor, ahead to Carbonell. Carbonell completes the play, cuts it down to 2 now. 26-24. Schrum with the basketball. Contested shot by Taylor. Blakely ends up with it. Ahead to Monroe. Monroe looking to go inside. Picks up his dribble, goes inside to Deering. Deering finds a wide open Caleb Blakely to tie the score at 26. Hilligoss with the three. That one's short, ends up in the hands of Taylor. Taylor ahead to Monroe. Three's on its way, and it's no good. How does Harrison end up with the basketball? And
I don't know why we blew the whistle.
He said he stepped on the baseline, but Harrison had the basketball. So wouldn't it be Farmington ball?
Yeah.
Okay. That's better. All right, I didn't understand that one at first, Jeff, because Harrison had the basketball, and they said he stepped on the sideline and called it blue ball.
Makes sense now.
Yeah. So it'll be Farmington basketball with 4:41 to go in the half. Monroe to pull the trigger. Into Deering. Finds Taylor. Taylor takes one dribble off the glass, up and in. 28-26. Good guys back on top by 2.
Yeah, nice 8-0 run answer right there, Brian.
Grenwelge with the basketball. Over to Glidewell. Glidewell goes baseline. Tough runner. No good. Put back. No good. Glidewell did a nice job keeping that ball alive for Harrison, but it goes out of bounds and it's going to belong to Farmington with 4:15 to go. Birch to check in. Replacing Deering.
Yeah, Deering needs a blow. He's tired.
Good quality minutes there out of Carson Deering. Birch inbounds it to Taylor. 4:11 to go in the half. 28-26. Farmington leads it.
A game of runs, Brian. It's been a game of runs.
It has indeed. Blakely hands it off to Taylor. Taylor, lob pass to Blakely. Pulls that one down, kicks it outside to Monroe. Three's on its way. Off the back of the rim. Monroe with an offensive rebound. Passes it back out to Birch. His shot was no good for 3. Harrison on a run out. We're going to call on the floor foul on Farmington. And it's going to be on Lane Taylor. It's his second personal foul. Team fourth. Grenwelge to inbound it. Gets it into Glidewell. Back to Grenwelge. Over to Hilligoss. Grenwelge for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebound goes to Monroe with 3:33 to go in the half. 28-26. Redbirds still on top by 2. Taylor to Carbonell. Carbonell goes inside. Kicks outside to Taylor. Taylor to Birch for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Carbonell, and Carbonell gets slammed to the ground by Plumlee. But it's going to end up at the free throw line for 2 shots. Team foul number 5. Plumlee draws his first. Carbonell's shot's up, and it's good.
Yep, Mr. Dean. I was about to say it.
29-26. Farmington's on top. Quan checks back in. Mahan checks back in.
Shots up. It's not good.
Monroe tried to help out with an offensive rebound there. Unsuccessful. Schrum with the basketball now. Now to Grenwelge. Schrum with it at the top of the key, working against Carbonell. Grenwelge with it. Goes inside. Nothing there. Now to Quant. Back to Grenwelge. Pull-up jumper is good.
That ends a 9-0 run for the Cardinals.
2:30 to go in the first half, 29-28. Redbirds on top by 1. Monroe with the basketball. To Blakely, he goes baseline, pull-up jumper. It's up and in. Nice play there by Caleb Blakely, Jeff.
Nice shot in the short corner, man. That's a tough shot. They defended that well. He just rose above him and hit the shot.
Yep. Schrum gets it over to Hilligot, or to Krenwelge. His shot was no good. Rebound, Carbonell. With 2 minutes to go, Monroe's got the basketball up by 3. Carbonell going hard to the basket. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Carbonell. Putback's no good. Rebound goes to Plumlee. Farmington fans wanted a foul. Schrum with it now on the wing. Back to Plumlee. Plumlee pull-up three is good. Ties the ball game at 31 with $1:30 to go. Monroe dives inside, gives it up to Mahan, back to Monroe. Monroe goes inside, outside to Birch. Now to Blakely at the free throw line. Blakely outside to Monroe. Monroe goes baseline, underhand layup up and in. 33-31 with a minute to go in the half. Good guys on top by 2. Krenwelge with it on the wing. Working against Monroe, gets some help. Passes it over to Plumlee. Now to Schrum. Three's on its way, no good by Hilligot. Carbonell with a rebound with 35 seconds to go, gives it up to Monroe. They hand to Carbonell with 20 seconds to go. Cardinals looking for left. Last shot of the half, up by 2, 33-31 with 9 to go. Carbonell, get past to Monroe, 3, no, off the mark, no good. Blakely with an offensive rebound, shot by Monroe, no good. 33-31 is where we sit at halftime. Cardinals on top of the Goblins.
So, you got RUA forward.
Jeff, back and forth matchup it is, and game and runs like you mentioned a few minutes ago.
Hey, you look at it, we jumped out to a big lead. They come storming back. They go up 6, and then we answer with a 9-0 run. It's been a game of runs. You got to feel good going into halftime here, Brian. You're up by 2, and really Lane has scored some points, but they've been at the free throw line. He really hadn't got going shooting the ball. Monroe hadn't got going shooting the ball. I don't think we've hit a three-pointer yet, and that's a big part of our game. So, hey, you're up 2. You hadn't played your best ball. Offensively, you struggled. You got to like where you're sitting right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Up by 2. Didn't at halftime come out and make some halftime adjustments, and then hopefully go on a big run and pull away with this game.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I believe we, as a Cardinal fan, you got to say, oh, we got this. You got to come out and play.
Yeah. Anyway,
you're exactly right. So it's halftime, where the Redbirds are on top, 33-31. For Jeff Oxford, Victor Pacheco, I'm Brian Dean. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
You're
listening to Farmington Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Friday, 8 to 5, so call for an appointment.
Harton Furniture is conveniently located on Highway 62 between Prairie Grove and Farmington. Terry Harton carries staple brands such as Mayo, Best Chair, Ashley, Restonic, and Vaughn Bassett. Terry has over 20 years of experience in the furniture business, and he works hard to keep a well-stocked inventory, but has many more options available through custom orders. So come by and see Terry Harton at Harton's Furniture for all your furniture needs. He'll treat you right.
Accidents are never planned, but no matter how small, every emergency that involves a child is a big deal. It's everything. That's why we're here. Our Arkansas Children's Northwest offers the only pediatric emergency room in Northwest Arkansas with fast access, pediatric experts, and kid-sized care. Peace of mind when you need it most.
Hey Farmington fans, I'm Captain Hadaball with the Farmington Fire Department. Tonight I'd like to remind everyone to have a home fire escape plan. Make a sketch of your floor plan and know all of your exits from each room. Have a designated meeting place outside of your home. Remember, never re-enter the structure for anything. Good luck and go Cardinals.
Every home has electrical problems. A faulty switch, outdated fixtures, or not enough outlets. Buzz has seen them all. What's your home's problem? Call Buzz Electrical through Wednesday and get $50 off your service call and receive a whole home safety inspection on us.
With the Farmington Fire Department, we would like to talk about outside burning. Burning limbs and leaves is a great way to clean up the appearance of your yard. There are some safety measures to be mindful of. Always call the fire station before burning. Always burn at least 50 feet away from any structure. Always have a garden hose ready. Try to have fires extinguished by sunset. Never burn any trash. Never use gas or diesel to start your fire. And never leave the fire unattended. Go Cardinals.
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. It's halftime of the boys' game where it's 33-31. Farmington's on top of Harrison. And it can only mean one thing. We get joined alongside the man, the myth, the legend, Lady Cardinal basketball coach, Brad Johnson. And, Coach, first of all, congratulations on another victory. A tough one tonight against the Lady Pioneers.
Yeah, you got to give Gentry a lot of credit. I think they're a very good basketball program. I think they've got kids that can score in multiple positions. They're very well coached. And, you know, Coach Stevie Juckball does a great job with his defensive schemes. So we knew coming out that we were going to have our hands full. We were going to have to play good on defense, you know, on the defensive end. We're going to have to rebound collectively, and we're going to have to get out in transition and really try to push tempo and not let them dictate tempo the whole game.
Sets up a big matchup for you. And before we talk about the team that you face tomorrow in the regional championship game, but, you know, it sets up a big-time game for you tomorrow. You got a chance to lock up the number one seed, be a regional champ, number one seed in the state tournament later on this week now. Late this week, started next week, got a chance to be a number one seed and get a first-round bye in the state tournament.
Yeah, and I think that's big. If you start looking across the board, there's some really good basketball teams in the 4A, and, you know, we know we're going to have our hands full, but being able to, if you can lock up one of those higher seeds and go in and you'll get a game to kind of scout, you'll have a better idea of who your opponent's going to be. It gives you an extra day to prepare. So, you know, obviously those number one seeds are good, and certainly from a pride perspective, you know, we want to do well and win a regional championship. That's one of the things that's on the radar of our basketball team, and we'll have to play well tomorrow to do it.
Right. You know, it's becoming a custom for you to take home a conference regular season title, a district title, and hopefully tomorrow night you'll lock up a regional title and then win a couple more games and bring home that state title. But first things first, you got to take care of business tomorrow against a very familiar foe, the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers, who, you know, aside from Farmington, could be one of the hotter teams in the state right now.
Oh, I think without any question that Prairie Grove is one of the hottest teams in the state. I told our kids in the locker room, you know, after tonight's game that you can make the argument if you're picking out 5 teams in the state of Arkansas right now in 4A that are playing at an elite level, have a chance to win a state title, they're definitely in that conversation. I think they're playing as good as anybody in our class in the state of Arkansas, and that's a credit to them. It's a credit to Coach Proud and the way those kids have battled all year long. And, you know, I think as you watch them play throughout the course of the year, you felt like that at some point they were going to hit their stride. And as coaches, we love to say you want to play your best basketball in the postseason, end of February through March, and you're really seeing Prairie Grove do that. So it'll be a big-time battle. You know, it's for our 4th time to play. It's a great rivalry game. The teams are going to play hard. It's going to be very physical. And, you know, selfishly, I'll tell you, I think when Prairie Grove and Farmington are meeting for championships, it just feels like the 4A conference is better, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
and that's just the old rivalry part coming out. But we've had some epic games with the Lady Tigers over the years, and I'm sure this one will be another one of those.
Yeah, tomorrow night. I mean, the good part is that you host it right here at Cardinal Arena. The bad part is that Prairie Grove is literally like 7 miles down the road, and so this place. I mean, I think right above the water fountain to your left, there's a little sign up there that says max capacity 2,609 people or something like that. My guess is going to be there's a good chance that tomorrow afternoon there could be 2,609 people in here. And a lot of them is going to be wearing red and white, but on the flip side of that, a lot of them is going to be wearing that black and gold as well. So we could be seeing, I mean, we will be seeing for the fourth time this year, the Battle of Highway 62.
Yeah, that's, you know, the last time we played them in a regional final goes back, it was actually, I think, in 2012, and it was down in Ozark, and, you know, both of us made pretty deep runs into the state tournament, and at that time I think we were two of the top 5 ranked teams in the state, and it was a standing room only crowd. Nobody could hear anything on the floor. Unbelievable atmosphere, you know, so I have a sneaky suspicion the atmosphere in here tomorrow is going to be very similar to that.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time out to chat with us about this game. We'd like to wish you the best of luck tomorrow against the Lady Tigers and hopefully bring home that regional championship.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Brian. Go Cardinals.
All right. There you have it, Coach Jay.
And now it's me.
The Lady Cardinal head basketball coach. And Victor, 33-31, Redbirds on top at halftime right here coming into the second half.
Yep.
What's your outlook for the second half, Victor?
Also, we can do great. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, huh?
Yep.
That's all you got is let's see what happens?
Yes, just bouncing the ball, try it in the net.
All right. There you have it, Jeff. 33-31, Redbirds on top. And Victor says we got to take care of the ball, put the ball in the net.
Well, I tell you what, one thing we got to do is Lane, they got in Lane's head a little bit. You know, Lane's a floater shooter, you know.
Right.
And so one thing with floater shooters, if you want to get in their head, mess with their legs. Don't make sense, but I mean, it works.
Right.
And so what they're doing is they're taking away no room for him to come down. You know, and if you think about Lane, who come off an ankle injury earlier in the year, right now, they're a little bit up inside his head, and he's just going to have to overcome it.
Yeah, it started the second half of play. On the court for your Redbirds, Landon Taylor's got the basketball now. Pull-up jumper, no good. Crenwelge for Harrison's got the rebound. So Carbonell, Birch, Monroe, Taylor, and Blakely on the floor for your Redbirds. Crenwelge, Gatlin James. Crenwelge's turnaround jumper is no good. Off of Harrison and out of bounds. Quant, James, Glidewell, and Plumley on the floor for the Goblins. 7:30 to go in the third quarter, 33-31. Monroe with the basketball. Gives it up to Taylor. Taylor goes inside to Blakely. Pull-up jumper's in. Nice play from Taylor to Blakely, and Blakely converts the basket to make it a 4-point Farmington lead.
That's a good-looking shot. Just turn around, elevate, go up over everybody, and sink it. Nice 12-foot shot.
Toilet bowl around the rim, goes the basketball, and in the net from Glidewell. Makes it 35-33 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Turnaround jumper from Taylor's no good. Carbonell ends up with a rebound. Passes it back to Taylor. And Taylor's going to get fouled from Crenwelge. His first team's first of the second half. Taylor at the line for 2 shots.
Shot is up, and it's good.
Blake Strom checked into the game for Harrison. 6:52 to go in the third quarter. 3-point lead after Taylor's first free throw.
Shot is up,
and it's good. Make a 4-point lead now. Crenwelge with the basketball for Harrison with 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Blakely pokes that one away, ends up in the hands of Carbonell. And Gatlin James picked up a foul. It's going to be his third.
Yeah, it's a foul. But what it did is it punished Farmington because Farmington had a layup.
Yeah, you're right. Blakely ready to flush that one down.
Yeah.
Hilligoss checks back in for Harrison. And Jeff, now that Hilligoss is on the court, I mean, we saw him run off 8 straight a while ago. Taylor to Monroe, back to Taylor. Off the glass, up and in, and count the basket and a foul.
Brian, you remember where I was talking about earlier? They're getting under his legs.
Yep.
You got to give him room to land. You know, and he didn't foul him up top, but where he fouled him was in his legs.
Taylor completes the three-point play. The Crenwelge committed the foul. It was his second, team's third of the second half. Crenwelge with the basketball now. Fake the spin move. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound from Plumlee, and the putback is good. Cardinals picking up the pace now, and Taylor's going to be bumped by Crenwelge. That's going to be Crenwelge's third. 14th foul for Harrison, and Carson Deering checks into the ball game. Deering to inbounds it to Taylor. Gives it up to Monroe. Inside to Carbonell. Handoff to Taylor. Three-pointer on the way. No good. They're going to call a foul on number 3, Blake Strum, and there's a perfect example of what you were just talking about there, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, got to give him room to come down.
So Taylor's going to go to the line for 3 shots as Strum picks up his third.
Shots up, and that's good.
First one's good.
Yep.
6-point Farmington lead now.
Shot is up. It's not good.
Second one's no good. Gatlin James checked in, replacing Crenwelge.
All right, this is the last throw. Shots up. And it's good.
Third one goes in. 2 for 3 from the line goes Taylor. Now opened up a 7-point Farmington lead with 6 minutes to go. 42-35. Nathan Monroe picks up the foul. It's going to be his first, team's first. Call him on a hold down low, Jeff.
Yeah, you know, Nathan's given up several inches on that matchup right there. You know, trying to use every advantage he can.
Blakely pokes that ball away and out of bounds. How about that reaction there, Jeff? Cat-like reflex.
Man, there ain't no doubt in my mind. You know, Caleb's an athlete. There ain't no doubt about it.
I wasn't talking about Caleb's. I'm talking about mine.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Caleb. You know, he closed a lot of gap there. There's no doubt in my mind you just got fortunate.
3 on its way from Strum is no good. Taylor pulls down the rebound. 42-35, 5:40 to go. Taylor ahead to Monroe. Goes inside in the short corner to Carbonell. Shot was deflected, no good. Harrison ends up with the basketball. James off the shot, no good. Rebound Deering. 5:20 to go. 7-point Cardinal lead at 42-35. Cardinals slowing down the pace just a little bit, setting up the offense. Coach Taylor calls the play. Cardinals run the play. Now they're going to get a hold on Logan Plumlee, his second. Team foul number 6. Jeff, that's 16 fouls already, 3 minutes into the third quarter, and it could be a long third and fourth quarter if Harrison picks up another foul.
Yeah, Brian, you heard me talk earlier tonight about free throws, you know, and it's looking right now that free throws are going to play a critical part in the ending of this ball game.
Yep, Taylor with the basketball, working against Strum. Gets a screen from Blakely. Step back 3 from Taylor's up and in. Lane Taylor makes it a 10-point Farmington lead at 45-35 with 4:30 to go. Harrison wants a timeout. 30-second variety, so we'll keep it right here. 4:29, 10-point Farmington lead here, Jeff.
Yeah, you look down there right now, their coach, he calls this timeout, 30-second timeout, and he wants 30 seconds of a piece of a conversation with an official.
Well, one of those conversations that you'd like to be a fly on the wall?
Well, I don't, hey, you know, sometimes you look up at the board, you're six, what he's saying is 6 fouls to 1.
Right.
You know, but a majority of the fouls have been hand checks and grabs and stuff like that, you know.
Right.
Now, hey, what I did see right there is I seen a player, you know, an official come over and tried to engage the coach, which you know, is what it is. And the coach getting a little wound up, and the player grabbed me and said, "Come on, coach, what do you want us to do?" You know, so good job there by the young man trying to keep his coach from getting a technical and causing more insult to injury.
Right. Glidewell with the basketball goes inside to Plumlee. Plumlee's shot was deflected by Deering, ends up in the hands of Harrison. 3 on its way from Hilligoss is no good. Offensive rebound, Harrison. Battling for the rebound there is Taylor. Taylor on a run out to Blakely. Blakely goes to the rack, up and in. 12-point Farmington lead with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 47-35.
Cardinals got a little something going.
Glidewell with it now. Mateo with the strip, ends up in the hands of Monroe, ahead to Carbonell. Carbonell off the glass, up and in. 14-point Farmington lead. 3:38 to go in the third quarter.
Defense to offense, Brian Dean. Defense to offense.
James with it. I don't know what yellow means, but I kind of like it when you're a Farmington fan right now. Blakely's going to draw the foul. It's going to be his second. Team second. Maddox Mahan checks in for Mateo Carbonell. Basketball ends up in the hands of Harrison. Tried to throw it off of Blakely's back, and it goes out of bounds off of Harrison.
Let me tell you something. That's a great play. But the whole key to that play when you bounce it off the other team's back is you got to catch it.
You got to catch it.
You got to be able to catch the ball.
And luckily enough for us, Glidewell was not able to.
Yeah, well, he tried to make the Farmington boy look bad, and it ended up costing himself a little bit.
Taylor goes inside to Jaden Newsom, who checks in. Newsom goes back to Taylor, setting up the offense. So on the court, you got Deering, Mahan, Taylor, Monroe, and Newsom. Back to Taylor, now to Monroe. Monroe back to Newsom. Guarded by James. Inside to Taylor, pulls it back out, resets the offense. 2:40 to go in the third quarter, 49-35, Farmington leads it.
Good job here by Taylor.
Taylor avoids contact, takes it off the glass, up and in, makes it 16-point Farmington lead. Plumlee inside to James, working against Newsom. Newsom does his best, but he's giving up some height there.
Cardinals work a little time here.
Taylor with the basketball, 2:05 to go in the quarter. 51-37, Farmington leads it. Taylor going hard inside. Floaters up. They're going to call an offensive foul on Lane Taylor. That'll be his third.
Yeah, that's a big foul, man.
Blakely and Carbonell check back in. Newsom and Taylor have a seat. Minute 57 to go in the quarter. 51-37. Redbirds on top by 14.
Cardinals need defensive stop right here. Just keep the pressure on them.
James with the basketball. Puts it off the glass, up and in. Cuts the lead to 13 now.
You better recount that, Brian.
12.
There
Sorry.
you go.
I looked up there, looked at the wrong number. Monroe pull-up jumper blocked out of bounds by Strum. Going to remain in control of Farmington.
Cardinals just need to regroup, man. You got a 12-point lead, minute 29 to go in the quarter here. And Blakely going to rise above everybody.
Shot was no good. Pulled down by Hilligoff. Head to James. Head to Plumley. Plumley goes inside. Blocked by Deering. Deering fighting for the rebound. And he's got foot out of bounds as he touches the ball. So it ends up in the hands of Harrison. But great play there by Carson Deering.
Yeah, Deering's gave us some good minutes tonight, Brian. I mean, that's his second block of the night.
Inbounds pass goes to Hilligoff. Guarded by Carbonell. Gatlin James working against Monroe. Schrum back to James. Shots up and it's in from Gatlin James. Cuts it down to 10 with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, 6-0 run for Harrison.
Monroe goes inside. Off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound by Blakely. To Carbonell. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Carbonell to Monroe with 36 to go, up by 10. 51-41. Monroe to Mahan. Back to Monroe with 19 to go. Monroe going baseline. Runners up, no good. Putback by Caleb Blakely is 53-41 with 2 seconds to go. Pull up three at the buzzer is no good by Gatlin James. So at the end of three, Redbirds on top by 12, 53-41. For Jeff Oxford, Victor Pacheco, I'm Brian Dean. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back. You're listening to the Farmington Cardinal basketball on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Ready to get a little dirty? The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Space exploration requires the innovation and courage of great men and women. This is not only true of those that venture into the great unknown, but also for those that make that trip possible. Maynard Incorporated is looking for those ready to challenge themselves and grow in an ever-expanding career. Maynard Incorporated, located in Fayetteville, Arkansas, is one of the leaders in aerospace and defense manufacturing. They have career opportunities available in a wide range of positions.
3, 2, 1, you're back.
All right.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. Start of the fourth quarter of play. It'll be Harrison basketball. Cardinals on top, 53-41. Maddox, Mahan, Logan Birch, Mateo Carbonell, Caleb Blakely, Nate Monroe on the court for your Redbirds. Start of the fourth quarter. Plumley goes baseline. They're going to call a foul on Nathan Monroe. That's going to be his second personal foul. Plumley's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
We see what happens. Shots up, and it's good.
So on the court for Harrison, Gatlin James, Kason Hilligoss, Logan Plumley, Abe Glidewell.
Shots up, and it's good.
And Timber Krenwelke. Taylor checks in, has the basketball with 7:38 to go in the ball game. Monroe with it now. Up by 10. Taylor receives the handoff from Monroe. Taylor goes inside, kicks it outside to Birch for 3. Off the back of the rim, Blakely with the putback. It's up and in, 53-43. Or excuse me, 55-43 with 7:10 to go in the ball game. Poke away by Monroe, ends up in the hands of Blakely. Now back to Monroe. Taylor's got it with 7 minutes to go. Up by 12 at 55-43. Taylor spins, kick out to Birch. They're going to call a foul on Caleb Blakely. It's going to be his third personal foul with 6:46 to go in the ballgame. Redbirds up by 12. Crenwelge with the basketball. Looking to go inside to Glidewell. Back to Crenwelge. Crenwelge working against Taylor. Birch strokes that one away. Glidewell to Crenwelge for three. It's short, no good. Rebound goes to Taylor. Taylor draws the double team. Somebody's got to be open. It's Blakely. Kicks it back out to Carbonell. 6 minutes to go. 55-43 is the score. Redbirds on top. Blakely in the high post. Goes up strong, gets fouled by, I believe, Plumlee. And it's going to be his third. Blakely at the line for two shots. Blakely's got 16 points here, Jeff.
Hey, man, he's having himself a ball game. I'll tell you what. That free throw's no good, but no. Double figures in rebounds, with 6 of them being offensive and two of those being quick putbacks. You know, I mean, he's having a ball game, Brian.
Yeah, he is. Carson Deering checks in for Logan Birch. Shots on its way. It is no good. Offensive rebound. Carbonell goes baseline. Tries to put it back up in. No good. Rebound goes to Blakely. 5:45 to go in the ball game. Redbirds still up by 12, 55-43. Monroe with it. Goes inside, pulls it back out. Looking. Goes inside to the high post of Blakely. Back outside to Carbonell. Back to Blakely. Blakely going one-on-one. Spin move, duck under, no good. Offensive rebound, Blakely. Offensive rebound, Blakely. Taylor, shots up, no good. He's going to get fouled by Strum. That's going to be Strum's fourth. Taylor going to the line for 2 shots. Got 22 points on the night. Shots up. And a sky! Make it 23.
Yep. We'll see what happens again. Shots up. And that's good.
Taylor converts at both. Makes it 57-43. Redbirds up by 14 with 5:15 to go in the ball game. Strom with the basketball, guarded by Taylor. Over to James. Pull up three is off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound belongs to Lane Taylor.
That'd be a defensive rebound.
A defensive rebound. What did I say, offensive?
Yeah.
My apologies.
That's all right.
Taylor with the basketball. Now to Monroe, over to Carbonell. Carbonell duck under, pass to Monroe, pulls it back out. Back to Carbonell. Now back to Monroe. Monroe's wide open. Drives inside. Shot was no good. Offensive rebound by Monroe. 4:25 to go in the ball game. Redbirds up by 14, 57-43. Deering to Blakely. Blakely goes inside, kicks it outside to Carbonell. Back outside and up top to Deering, to Monroe. Back to Blakely. Spin move, finds open Carbonell. So they're going to call a technical foul here.
Well, no, it's an intentional foul. We're wrong. It's an intentional foul on number 14 for flopping. You just don't see it called very often. But so what happens now is the Farmington will get free throws and then they'll get the ball back.
That's a good question, Jeff. We see what happens. Shot is up. And that's good!
So they got Glidewell flopping. Taylor's at the line for 2 shots.
Shots up. And that's good!
He converts both of them, give him 26 on the night. Logan Burts checks in for Deering. It's 59-43, and Cardinals are going to have the basketball underneath the basket.
Technical foul on flopping, Brian. You just don't see that very often.
Yeah, well, you don't. Taylor receives the inbound pass, puts it off the glass, up and in for Monroe. 61-43. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. That shot from Glidewell's up and in. They're going to count the basket, draw a foul on Caleb Blakely. His 4th, team 6.
Shots up. It is good.
Quant checks back in, replacing Plumley.
Here comes the three.
Monroe with the basketball, 3:40 to go, 61-46. Redbirds up by 15. Carbonell with it now.
Hey, Brian, and you look at the score, it's a 15-point game, and, Cardinal, there's another technical. Yep. Game getting a little out of hand here, Brian.
Yeah, it is. So they're going to call an intentional foul on number 12, Caden Quant.
Yeah.
That's going to send Farmington to the free throw line in the form of Lane Taylor and give them the basketball underneath the basket again.
We see what happens, Binding. Shots up. It's not good. Let's try again. Shots up. And it's good.
Second shot gives Farmington a 16-point lead now with 3:30 to go. They're going to give Farmington the basketball on the sideline. Monroe gets it in to Carbonell. Back to Monroe. Taylor is up with it, puts it off the glass, up and in. 64-46 with 3:15 to go in the ball game. James with it. Goes off for Blakely and out of bounds. Check it back into the ball game as Logan Plumley for Harrison, replacing number 12, Caden Quant. Inbounds pass goes to Schrum. Now Glidewell's got it. Dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds as he falls to the ground. Quant checks back in, replacing Plumley. Monroe to pull the trigger. Gets it in to Taylor, back to Monroe. Monroe hesitates and then gets reached in by Blake Schrum, and that's going to be 5 on Schrum. So Schrum's night is done. Plumley checks back in. Monroe's going to the line for 2 shots.
We'll see what happens. Shots up. It's not good.
Monroe unsuccessful on the first one. Deering checked in. Burts checked out. Krenwelge checked in. Quant checked out.
Shots up. And it's good.
65-46. Farmington up at 19 with 2:50 to go in the ballgame. Plumley with it.
Yep.
Working against Darren, nothing's there. Harrison swings the ball around to Quinn Wilkins. His shot's no good. He's going to draw the foul against Lane Taylor. And that's going to be his 4th personal foul, team 7th. Quinn Wilkins at the line.
Shot's up, and it's good.
Birch checked in. Darien checked out. Swant checked in. Plumley checked out.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Shots up. It's not good.
Blakely is up with a rebound. They're going to call the foul on Gatlin James. It's going to be his 4th. Now they're going to call a technical foul on A. Glidewell. His 2nd personal foul.
So Blakely's going to go line and shoot 2, Brian. Then you got technical foul, be 2 more shots, and then Farmington will get the ball.
We'll see what happens. Shots up. It's not good. We'll see what happens. Shots up. It's not good.
Blakely unsuccessful on them both. Plumley checks in. Lane Taylor at the line now for the 2 technicals.
We'll see what happens. Shots up. And it's good.
66-47.
Shots up. And it's good.
67-47 with 2:34 to go in the ballgame.
Yep. Grinding.
Monroe to pull the trigger, gets it into Carbonell with 2:33 to go in the ballgame. Carbonell over to Taylor. Across the timeline, guarded by Krenwilke. Skip pass to Birch in the corner. Three's on his way, it's no good. Offensive rebound to Taylor, put back. Rattles home. 69-47. Redbirds up by 22 with 2:05 to go in the ballgame. Krenwilke's shot was no good. Taylor with a rebound. Ahead to Monroe. Skip ahead to Carbonell, outside to Birch, outside to Taylor. Inside to Blakely, dumping in. That shot was no good, and they're going to call an offensive foul on number 5, Gatlin James. That's 5 fouls now on Gatlin James. Carbonell is going to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Shots up. It's not good.
Into the ball game for Harrison's number 11, Owen Stiles. Number 22, Blaze Bond. Number 24, Brody Birch. Number 30, Mason Ketterman. And for Farmington is number 13, Hunter Reeves. Number 24, Cameron Chrisman. Number 10, Alex Stanley. Number 5, Jaden Newsom. And number 23, Maddox Mahan. So Stanley, Newsom, Reeves, Mahan, Chrisman into the ball game. Minute 30 to go in the ball game. Three's on his way, is no good. Ends up in the hands of Reeves. Now to Newsom. Farmington up by 25, 72-47. Outside kick from Chrisman to Newsom for 3. Short, no good. Rebound, Mahan. Tried to go inside to a diving Reeves. It was unsuccessful. with 57 seconds to go. Farmington up by 25. We'd like to thank our sponsors all season long: Arvest Bank, Collier and Associates, Faithful Auto, Arkansas Children's Northwest, Buzz Electric, Monotton Realty, Farmington First Baptist Church, Sands Princeton, PG Telco, David's Roofing, Matthias Realty, Lewis Automotive, Maynard Incorporated, Harton's Furniture, and Farmington Dental and Orthodontics. Three from Brody Burns is good. Makes it 72-50 with 20 seconds to go in the ball game, Jeff. And we got to think about a Farm Cars Live. Simple Simon's player of the game.
Ain't got to think too hard. Let me throw these numbers out to you. 18 points. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 offensive rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds. So 18 points, 12 rebounds, 1 steal. Caleb Blakely, man, had himself a ball game.
Jaden Newsom buries that three to make it 75-50. So you say Caleb Blakely?
That's who I'm going with. Hey, it's not every night you see 8 offensive rebounds, 12 total rebounds, and 18 points.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I mean, you cannot argue with that person there, Jeff. And you know, I like your counting. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, it was a pretty fun night.
It was a fun night, Victor.
And tomorrow we get Paraguay for the championship.
On the girls' side.
Yep, and I don't know about the boys. Don't know who we'll play.
On the boys' side, we'll play Berryville for the regional championship.
Okay, so tomorrow we can do the preview on Instagram.
We can see about doing that, Victor.
Yep.
We can see about doing that. So, Jeff, what a night for Farmington, taking home both victories. This one 75-50. The girls' side won it, I think, 69-48. Is that right?
Something like that, yes.
69-48, setting up the matchup for the regional tournament championship. Boys will play Berryville Bobcats. The girls will play Prairie Grove Tigers, Jeff. Should be a good one tomorrow.
That's right.
And, guys, if I'm here, I will be here with you guys.
All right. Sounds good, Victor.
If I'm not here, well, I can just watch on live.
All right. Sounds good.
Well, guys, I wish you two have a good night. We'll see you Monday.
All right, Victor. Sounds good, buddy. Have a good night.
You've been watching Farm Cars Live Sports Network. Have a good evening.
Jeff, you got anything else to add to that?
Hey, I mean, you come in here, it's a semifinal game, and you're playing Harrison. Harrison's got some good athletes. Plumley was an outstanding quarterback for the football team, good athlete. After the second half, we dominated, Brian.
Yeah.
Now, there was some calls you don't normally see. You don't normally see a flop call. You saw that tonight. And then there was an intentional call after that. There was a technical call. So, Cardinals kind of stretched it at the free throw line, and a little bonus possession. So, but I got to say it again, man. Outstanding game by Caleb Blakely. When the game was still in question, a couple of rebound putbacks right up on the rim, rebound, and just dropped it over before he come back down. Outstanding game for the junior.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You look up at the scoreboard, 18 points. Lane Taylor had 35. Carbonell had 12. I mean, just, in looking back at the first half, the Cardinals were only up by 2 going into halftime.
Yeah. You're right. 2 or 3, whatever it was, and so hey, it's a great win for the Cardinals.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for Victor Pacheco, Jeff Oxford, I'm Brian Dean. We'll see you tomorrow night. You've been listening to Farmington Cardinal basketball on the Farm